What's up, everybody? A Spare with a Gun here from Sleepless Nights with another episode on Subnautica. Let's see. When we left off in the last episode, we kind of went through and explored the Aurora relatively thoroughly. I think there were still a couple of things that we may have missed. One in particular being the remnants of the prawn suit, which I'm pretty sure you can only get from the Aurora, so the fact that we don't have them all, or that it's incomplete, is kind of an indicator that we missed something. Though I did get a good suggestion in the comments, which was to basically use the fire extinguisher on the prawn suit that was basically, well, on fire. Hence, fire extinguisher. And then at that point it might let you actually approach the suit, because part of the reason I couldn't scan it before, and I think that was the last one, was because I couldn't get to it from the fire. So, at some point, I'm not super duper concerned about that at the moment, mainly just because I don't have the facilities or use for the prawn suit at the moment. I'm actually gathering up materials for the Cyclops, because I managed to find some, or rather, I would hesitate to use the term farm, because it's not really like I set it up. Why am I bouncy so much? That's weird. There we go. I was gonna say, it had been doing that hole where you just float up to the top, and then it was kind of bouncy. And not like the Tigger bouncy. So, yeah, I need to make one more, what is it called? The plasteel ingots. And then I need to make, I think, 3 more of the enameled glass. So I have 1, 2, so that's, alright, so if I get 1 more quartz, that should be enough for the glass. And of course, whenever I'm not looking for it, there's just a buttload of scrap metal laying around, and then the times when I actually need it, there's like none to be found. Okay, I just saw some. I'm also, because we don't have a filtration set, this is what I was talking about, in case anyone hadn't been clear on what I was referring to. Stat-wise, they both look the same here, but this one's green, or it's got green things on it that, like, this one doesn't have. See, this one looks fine. But then if I use this one, you can see this green stuff. That's what I was referring to when I said I'm wondering if that's what the computer was talking about when it said, like, you're infected or whatever. I'm wondering if creatures and stuff with this green crap on them is some kind of, I don't know, naturally occurring bad viral thing-a-bobber. That's the scientific term, by the way, you can look it up. So my goal at the moment today... come here. I hate peepers. I hate them so much. Oh wait, what am I doing? Haha! I forgot all about my propulsion cannon. Good grief. That would have made things so much easier. Hey, yeah. You, yeah. I totally forgot about that. It's like my favorite thing in this game, and I totally forgot about that. Oh no! Sorry about that, little fishy. My inventory was full. You didn't have any room for it. I didn't have any room for you. That was funny. The reason that made me laugh so hard was it just bounced, and it, like, skipped off the ground, and then it just was gone. Like, it just got thrown so far that it was just not there anymore. So anyways, a couple of you had talked about expanding the base, which is definitely a thing that I want to do. But there's some things that I need to get just to get myself going and stable. 2 things in mind that come to mind are, one is the water filtration system, and because eventually you kind of start running out of, like, the bladderfish and stuff that float around here. I mean, they are supposed to respawn, I think, but eventually they just kind of stop being as populated. I don't know. It just seems to me that way, anyway. Alright, good. So, What I'm basically looking at is I want to make a Cyclops because I was told that the water filtration system can be found in the deeper facilities type of thing, which we couldn't get to before because of, you know, that pesky Reaper thing that tried to eat us. Actually, I don't know if I have enough power. I'm gonna have to let this thing recharge. Alright, well, I guess, you got one more. You got one more in you. Alright, what did I do? I made 3, right? 3 enamel glass. I think I had 2. Okay, fine. Let you recharge. We'll go do some inventory management. Jeez. Actually, I'm gonna pick this up when everything's done and we're ready to build the ship.
Welcome aboard.
Okay, so if I did my math right, which we all know I don't always do, I should have everything that I need. This seems like a bad idea. Let's see if we can move this a little further over, someplace a little deeper and a little more out of the way, so that it doesn't spawn it right on top of my base. I forget orientation-wise which way it faces, or quite frankly if that even matters, because now that I think about it, I don't know if it just always faces the same way. Okay, so we have our sea moth. Ingredients unknown. Okay, so that's because we don't have the full blueprint yet, which is... Oh, that's not the one that's glitched. The Cyclops is the one that does have a bug at the moment. Where if you look at the blueprints, it still says I only have 1 of 3, but I actually have the blueprint down here, which is a little odd. Alright. A boom. Don't sink, don't sink, don't sink! I'm actually just gonna... Yeah, it sunk. I was hoping it wouldn't do that. Oh well. Alright.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Thank you.
All systems online.
Thank you. We can also park the Cyclops, or the sea moth in here. I forgot about that. I do have the 1 upgrade from the other ship. The Aurora that I need to do. Okay, externals will turn the lights on. The externals will turn the lights on. There we go. Okay, I could always go with the sea view, like Mark 4. What is this, Season 4? So let's say, I forget if it caps it or not. See, oh wait, what am I doing? Spelling. Mark 4, or we might do numerical 4 if we can't fit all this in there. Sure, let's just do that. We'll drop this down to a black, because that's always fun. I think I'm clipping because this is moving or something, so let's get this out of the way. There we go. That way it won't keep shifting on me, which is annoying. It's still shifting on me. Dagnabbit. What are you doing up there? Alright, I don't remember which one this is, so we're just going to make this white, because I don't remember what the second stripe is. And let's make the text white. I think that'll be a good idea. Oh, that's the one I meant to make blue. Oh well. I don't know where the other stripe is, then. It's probably not a good idea to be messing around with it at night in the dark. So basically, I want to try and go back to the point where we couldn't get to before because of the Reaper thing, because now we should be able to get past him without too much issue. But the other thing that I want to do as far as, as far as the survivability type stuff of the, of our base and whatnot, is I'd also like to, at some point, get, whatchamacallit, Oh, I need to go back to the island, the floating island, and get, crap, I can't think of it. What is it called? Oh, the, interior, planters. We have the exterior ones, but if we want to grow the, like, trees and stuff like we did in the last build with, all the stuff and things, yeah, you know, the stuff and things. Now, this is an interesting idea, too. I could probably... What does the vending machine cost? I could probably put the vending machine in the ship, right? Glass and 2 titanium. And... I probably should put the charger in there. I don't know. I'd like to figure out... I've heard, anyway, from the changelogs and stuff, that there's actually a... Yep. Stuff and things. Things are happening in my brain. Yeah. There's some kind of new power source. They're like an upgraded power cell or something, and you use the crystals that you get from... Come here. You use the crystals that you get from the precursor bases and things like that, and you can upgrade the power cells. But I don't know what they turn into. I don't know if they're just... like, really super powered cells? Are they infinite power? Did they recharge themselves? You know, like, I don't know what the gimmick is for those and what makes them interesting. I also don't know why I went into the base when my fabricator is up here at the moment. Okay. So, let's grab a snack. And I want to make glass and break the other one down from titanium. And that way I can make a vending machine. Now, we still have the water issue, which arguably is more important because water seems to be going much faster than food, in my opinion. So, tell you what, let's take at least... We're going to top ourselves off here, I think, and then we're going to take, like, 3... maybe 3 of the med kits. Let's grab like 4 of the nutrient blocks and... Nope, wait, what was that? Okay, yeah. There we go. That should work. And we'll put the extra titanium in there. Oh, where'd I park my ship? There it is. Now, interestingly enough... Okay, we do have a Cyclops. Why it's not showing up, I don't know. Let's actually turn the seam... I guess that we're just too close, maybe? That's odd. Anyways. Okay, vending machine. Can I... There we are. We're just gonna put a vending machine right there, in case we get hungry. Alright, so... The steps, if I remember correctly... I don't... Wait a minute, wait, you trigger-happy lunatic. I totally forgot to install the, upgrade. So, what I'm gonna do is install the upgrade thing, and see if we can't track down the other... Or, not the other, but, that location that we were at before. Is it even in here? I don't know why the light thing does this sometimes, where it makes the HUD like too transparent. It's a little weird. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna. I was thinking of taking one of my spare power cells, but I don't think it'll really be an issue. Alrighty, so good news and bad news. The good news is we finally found at least kind of the relative spot where we should be. Bad news is it took me forever to find it. I got lost twice, and then I actually just Googled the coordinates for the quarantine facility where we had found, and I realized that's what that is. That's the power origin point, or the origin of the power pulse thing, that we picked that up somewhere in the Aurora. So basically you're supposed to go to the Aurora, then to that, then, you know, so on and so forth. It seems, anyway. So that's the location. So I put our hull at about... Hey, Reefback, where are you going? Southwest, just like the little tab thing said, about a kilometer southwest. So we're roughly about a kilometer. Let's go a little bit further. So, yeah, now I guess it's just a matter of descending and poking around a little bit. Now there's a wreck here, so that's kind of cool. That might have... I don't know, that might have the water treatment thing we're looking for. Now, the only thing is, this said approximately, so... You know. Well, and the other thing is, we need to make our depth about 700. I can't even get down that low. Dang nabbit. Alright, well, first things first. Let's investigate this, wreck here. And of course, like a dummy, I got all excited and drove off and totally forgot to equip my rebreather rather than my radiation suit helmet. So that was a just brilliant maneuver on my part. I mean, there are a lot of people that wish they could be that smart as to just walk off and forget their rebreather. Alright, let's see, do I have my welder on me? I should. Or cutter. Alright. I'm hoping this has the, whatchamacallit, the filter.
30 seconds.
Yeah, I know. I'm working on it. Because someone forgot their own rebreather, so it's gonna take me a minute. Oh, no.
Oxygen.
Didn't think about how far away I was from the surface and how quickly my air is gonna go out at this depth. Whew!
Welcome aboard.
I have got to
Captain.
stop doing that.
All systems online.
I do that a lot. Alright, let's see. Food 75, that's 40. See what I mean about, like, water and stuff? That even the higher source of water only gives you 40. Though I know that's not the highest, but still. You know, the nutrient block gives you... Ooh, torpedo arm. The nutrient block gives you 75, so you can run that down into the ground. But the water, you can only get 40 out of. At least the kind that I have. So... maybe this isn't the one that has the filter system on it. I was hoping, but it does not seem to be the case. Yeah, we're gonna have a bit of an issue, though. I did not even think. Okay, so here's the problem. And it almost makes me want to turn around. Because when I got thinking about it, I need the rebreather. First off. And second, I can't even get the Cyclops down to 700 meters right now. I mean, we're only at 100, so that's fine, but as far as when we go after the actual location... So here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna try and make a quick run back to my base over here, using the sea moth in all of its glory, and pick up my rebreather, equip that, and then I guess head back to the Cyclops and then keep going. Alright, so I got back to our compound or whatever, grabbed myself some more food, put our rebreather on, finally, and I noticed that we had a message. 11783 destroyed, mode patrol, new targets unaccounted for 1. Okay, so I think that's a transmission from the, whatchamacallit. I don't think my ship's supposed to be bouncing like that. Oh, it's because I'm swimming. Okay. I was like, you know, what's attacking my ship? So, if I'm getting that right, it's probably like the 11,000th or 1100th. I didn't really catch what, which number was more accurate, but it's probably like whatever number of targets it's taken out already, and then number of unaccounted for targets is 1 being, I don't know, me. is kind of my guess. But yeah, I'm a little concerned at this point because I don't have any depth upgrades for the Cyclops. So I'm not really sure how this is gonna go, because it's said to be that the facility is 700 meters. I mean, again, it said approximately, but still, it's probably closer to 700 than, like, you know, 300, just saying. So the Cyclops can go lower. It can go to 500 right now, where my Seamoth can only go to 3, but I still need to go to 7. So with the rebreather, I think I can swim down that far, because it won't, like, make me lose oxygen faster or anything like that. The problem is I don't know what's down there. And if something's down there that's super, like, I don't know, Reaper-y, to where, you know, it's not safe for me in my own one single person, you know, without its metal hull armor thing to go, we could have ourselves a wee bit of a problem. And it did say southwest, so I don't want to get too carried away with my direction changes, but I need to go deeper, and if this doesn't, like, you know, deepen, might be an issue. That sound effect, by the way, that just went off, isn't that normally what happens when you, like, pick up a med kit or something? I wonder why that flared up. This is not going to be... Oh, jeez. I hate pop-in loading. You never know that you're running into something until you've already run into it. Oh... What now? Speaking of pop-in loading, well, that guy came out of nowhere. Okay. Ooh, loading. Huh. Well, that took a turn. Did I investigate that already? I feel like I have. I think I have. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that I've already checked that one out. So, now, it was around here somewhere that we ran into that Leviathan last time, right? I'm trying to track the terrain, honestly. I'm trying to find the spots where it goes lower. Okay, so apparently that pop-in loading didn't just cause my ship to crash, it caused the game to crash. So that was fun. With that in mind, I think we're going to play a little bit of an experimentation here, to be quite honest. Because since I don't really feel like going through the time and effort to go back to my base to get the rebreather and all that stuff without even knowing where this place is, I think we're going to just try and take the Cyclops and see if we can't find it. And see how that goes. Because if we can find it, you know, then I won't really even be worried about looking for it, kind of thing, because we'll already know where it is. Whether we can get to it, that's another problem. Alright, so this seems like the deeper area, which is good, because we needed to go a lot lower. I'm trying to kind of use the camera to see if I can find, like, a base or an object or something that kind of stands out. Now, we are moving a little bit away from the thingamabobber, the little beacon thing that said southwest, but, like...
Caution, passing safe depth.
Okay, where are we at? 280? Okay. So, I'm kind of thinking, even though we're off in terms of distance...
Warning, maximum depth reached.
Oh.
Damage imminent.
Oh, it's for the, it's for the... whatchamacallit, the Seamoth. I was like, no, it's not. We're not that low. It just ran into me, by the way. Is it all these little fish? Oh, there's like some bone sharks and stuff floating around. See how they even have the green things on them? I really think that's what it's trying to tell me with the whole... something is... yeah, infected. That whole infection bit thing. I don't like hearing scraping. Especially when we're closing in on our crush depth or whatever. So let's get a little bit away from the wall, shall we? Let's see, we're at 816. We're not really going southwest anymore. But we are getting lower. I'm still not seeing any signs of a facility, though. Like, this is all still just looking like reef and stuff. I mean, there's obviously still, you know, room down there. What are we at, 427? Okay, and southwest is actually the, like, tail-facing way. So, we're not really moving toward our destination, I don't think. Unless we back up some. So it's supposed to be kind of in this general direction. Because that's east. Whoa, whoa, I'm going to clip that. Again, I'm kind of trying to follow the... I'm basically trying to add up all the different elements. Like, I'm trying to... Was me, I didn't do it. I'm trying to keep this guy in mind, the direction in mind, blah, 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 and the depth in mind. And see where it leads us, because I'm kind of thinking we have to go either under or around this, like, cliff thing here. And I'm hoping eventually it leads us to a... But we're getting closer to the beacon thing, not further away from it. And I know it said approximately, but still, typically in games that means, like, right on the money. So... I was kind of treating it as more accurate than it probably is. And I can't really get a good view any lower than this without getting into super crush depth, I think, though. There's a bladderfish stuck on the screw. That's funny. The interesting part about... Oh, that's a dead end, is what that is. The interesting part about the Cyclops...
Passing safe depth.
There we go. So it's the different voice that does the other one. So we're not anywhere close to 700. I don't see anywhere else to go, to be honest. Like, down. Everything keeps hitting the ground. Unless it's, like, in that stuff where the Grand Reef was in our last run-through that we did, where we went under the... like, under the mountain type of thing and through the Great Lake thing or whatever. I forget what that was called. If it's in there, then that would make sense, because you had to actually go through, like, a cavern crevice thing. But if that's the case, then we need to do some upgrades, because I don't have the capacity to do that. Pressure compensator, plasteel aluminum oxide crystal... So I would need 2 aluminum oxide crystals, and I forget how to make those or what is needed. So yeah, we're in a bit of a pickle here in terms of proceeding, because I know I could be working on the ship, or not ship, the base. Like, I could be upgrading the base and all that stuff. And we may at some point do that. But I want to kind of get sustainable and stuff like that. And I had read somewhere where the water filtration system was around the other facility, so I wanted to get there, and to get there we need all this stuff. So, bit of a bind. But anyways, I think we're going to wrap things up on this episode for here. At least we got our Cyclops now, so we can start upgrading and working on it. The two big things that I want to find is the filtration system, the interior planter, as well as the power cell recharger. I really need that as well, because we need to be able to charge these back up rather than having to make more. So those are all things I need to find. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. In the meantime, I hope y'all enjoyed. If you did, leave a like, and I will see you all next time. Peace!